There are rumors of a handful of boys at school who've been bought dresses by their mothers, but not surprisingly, the boys in question flat deny the rumors. A couple of boys who live on my street had been reportedly spotted wearing dresses getting in or out of their dad's car. It turned out that they're only for best and not for playing out in. One of the brothers, Andrew, was clearly not happy about having to wear a dress when I mentioned it to him. I mentioned this to my mother and the first thing she said was, "I hope you haven't been teasing him." "Course I haven't," I replied. "George Nelson told me he'd seen them and you know what he's like." I explained, George Nelson being a well-known telltale. I just asked Andrew if it was true. "And what did Andrew say?" Mum asked. "He said it was true, but he's not happy about it." I replied, trying to recall the entire conversation. "Well, I don't want you teasing him, or his brother," my mother insisted. "I won't," I assured her. After a brief silence, my mother asked what their dresses were like. "I dunno," I shrugged. "Like I say, George Nelson told me. I haven't actually seen them myself." A few weeks later, both Andrew and his brother had been spotted firsthand by both me and my mother as they walked down the road one Sunday afternoon. "They're very plain, aren't they?" Mum said as we watched discreetly from the front window. "They're horrible." I gulped as they passed. Each wore a matching knee-length dress in blue with a plain white collar and short sleeves. Their legs were clad in white tights and on their feet, a pair of plain blue deck-style shoes which were the least girly thing they wore. "I'm sure you'd rather wear a dress like that than something really pretty," Mum said. In a way, I guess she was right. Some of the boys' dresses I've seen on TV or in shop windows have been horrendous, all pink and frilly with bows and lace here and there. "I'd hate to wear any dress," I insisted. Mum just smiled at me before peering out of the window to watch Andrew, his brother, and their parents disappear from view. The following day during lunch break, Andrew sauntered over to me and said that he'd noticed me and Mum in our front window yesterday. I apologized and told him that we were just looking, not staring. "You looked okay," I added. "Thanks," he frowned. I felt like a prat, but he shrugged. After school, a group of 6 or 7 of us walked home together. 2 of the group, Patrick and Nigel, were giving Andrew and his brother a hard time about having dresses and wearing them. They defended themselves by claiming that they don't like them, they'd rather not wear them and only do so because their mother makes them. I also backed them up, using the analogy of our school uniforms. "None of us want to wear this every day, but we have to," I said. "We all have to wear what we're told to an extent," I added. The retort was one of, "If my mum bought me a dress, would I wear it?" To which my reply was, "I'd rather not, but like I say, we all have to wear what we're told sometimes."